Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to a new episode. Today, it's a big day. Heroes of Dragon Age 5.1 is out, and that means that the developers, Capital Games, have been listening to the users. Me, you, and everybody. They made unfortifying a reality. So, all you guys who made big mistakes with fortifying the wrong heroes and they are not useful anymore, you got the chance for the half price the next 2 weeks to get the fort out. That means if you, like me, I have a Denarius 1 star which I haven't been using for more than a year maybe, and he is like fully fortified. So now it cost me like 12 gems to take my tier 4 legendary out so I can use it in another better tune which is up to date. Maybe Daenerys will get a comeback someday, but on that day, if it's very important, I will unfold another one and put the fortification creation in then the man. So guys, the next 8 minutes, it's all about the update. I show you how it's possible to consume, what to do, what not to do, and what is okay to do. Like fortifying mythic into legendary, that's okay. Fortifying legendary into mythic, that's okay because both will be a mythic. But one thing you need to promise me, never ever, and I will say it again, never do consume a mythic wisp into a legendary wisp because the legendary wisp will become a legendary wisp. But if you have the mythic wisp in the spot and then consume a legendary, it will be a mythic. So guys, don't do that mistake. Enjoy the video and see you on the other side, man. So guys, here you see I got a fully fortified Ghost of the Spear, and I would like to make him mythic. And the way it's not possible just to take the red over the green, it will not happen. So we press remove fortification. We're gonna take the legendary out. Right now it's half price, so 12 gems. We're gonna say remove, and it should be added to my inventory. So I should have a tier 4 legendary red wisp up here somewhere. Let's check that out just to confirm. There you go, a tier 4 with just been in the ghost. Now I can do this. It's pretty simple. I have a red mythic wisp. I can put this on. I can say confirm because I'm not worried about it will stay as a tier 1. And my ghost need to be strong all the time because I'm using him in the PG. So guys, if you look here, now it's possible to put a legendary wisp into a mythic wisp and it will become a tier 4 mythic wisp. I wasted one more that I should, but as you see, I put a legendary in the mythic and confirm, and it will work. The same is the other way around, guys. That means if I have a black unit, let's say, here we go, a black unit to Rainier, and I want to make his power like mythic, the same, I can take the mythic and put it inside here, and it will make it to a mythic fortification creation, guys. Very easy. So this was about the unfolding and adding legendary wisp into mythic wisp and mythic wisp into legendary wisp. The most important stuff, guys, is please do not consume mythic into legendary. Never, 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 never do that. Because if you do that, if we had take the example of the red wisp, if I put my mythic out here and put a legendary, it will become a mythic. But if I put a legendary wisp inside here, let's find a legendary. This is the way you don't do it. You put a red legendary wisp. We're gonna go all heroes and say red again. If you put a legendary wisp inside, do never do this. Never do this because it will just cheer up in legendary. So that means I wasted a mythic wisp if I press consume. But if you do it the other way around, it will become a myth. So now guys that you have seen me take out a single fortification, I will show you how it looked like when you want to unfort the whole unit. The reason I'm unforting this unit is because I want to do it mythic. So the first thing you do, you press on the remove fortification. And then all the X come up. And when you see the X, you can just press on one of the X. And then you will see this one. And then it say remove 12, or you can remove all. And when you remove all, it costs you 120 gems. And whoopsie, they are all gone. So now she's like a normal hero without any fortification. But all the heroes are in my inventory. Last little detail about Legendary Wisp. It is now possible, if you have a lot of Tomes of Ascension, then you need to be a big whale to do that. But anyway, if you have Tome of Ascension, you can put it in this one, in the book, and then the Legendary Red Wisp will become a mythic. So that's a new update as well. Another new function in the game, guys, is that we have now 2 defense slots. It have been out for a week now, but officially it's out now. As you see in the first one, you have the shield. This is for the Nexus event. That means like the one we see in the start. Right here, today's event. And the second one goes for the Proving Ground. Before we all have 1 D slot, and that was for the Proving Ground and for the Nexus. Now we have 1 for the Nexus and 1 for the Proving Ground. Another nice detail which has been fixed by the developers, thank you very much Capital Games, is now that when you press on your heroes, you will have the correct power, health, and you will see all the different gear. What I like the most is when I go to like PvP, let's go to social and Proving Ground, when I fight somebody who got very OP tunes. We can find a dude right here. We can take from my guild. We take Exo. I guess he got something nice to show us. And if we go in more info, we can press on his Ghost of the Spear and see what kind of runes he got. And that's some pretty nice runes. That's some pretty nice gear. Sorry, not runes, but gear. He got Arms of the Champion. Now it shows it's Arm of the Champion. He got Dragon's Testament, 6% power for Dragon Allies. Allies gain 10% power when this hero dies. Amazing. This one, 11 time double damage, minus 5% health. And then he got the Mythal Blessing. If we compare to my own, you can see I'll have 2 mythic and 2 gold one, rare ones. But I like the way it is. So that's perfect. So this is another new one. So no matter who I choose, I can press on the heroes and see what kind of gear they have. Very, 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 very beautiful. So guys, the last thing I want to talk about from the news from the forums, which I will link below, is that there is added support for both a new PvP event modifier type, no dupes. That means you cannot have 2 softs or 2 dov or 2 MG or 2 MD, it doesn't matter. That's pretty nice because it makes the game more exciting that you only use 1 hero at a type. And then there will be a new quest type. So they say we should keep an eye out for new events coming out. So that's pretty awesome. And I can wait for you guys to show that when the first event is coming out. I will definitely use all the power I can to finish off the event. It's something I heard a little bit. It's a long run, a lot of fights, but I really don't know what it's about. So I'm very, very curious what is going on. So guys, remember to comment below if you like the new update. I would love to see a lot of new stuff in the game. I really, really want to see some simulate tickets, because that's a good revenue even for CG, because I will pay money or gems just to press once and it will run all my energy points out with the Wisp. So they already made it good with the unfortifying, because they will make money out of that, and it will be very good for us which have done mistakes, so we can cheaply do it. And I'm pretty happy that the prices ain't that bad as I thought. 25 gems for a legendary tier 4, that's pretty awesome. 12 right now, that's even better. And mythic, I doubt I would take any mythics out, so the 50 gems, I don't even think about it. Unless there will be some kind of OP shit for the events, then you can take the Wisp out. and then put him inside again. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you all liked it. Remember to subscribe for more Heroes of Dragon Age. Peace out.